Got one. Oh, decent one. First boat arc bass, guys. Look at the shape of that thing. He is all body and next to no tail. There's one. Oh, that's a good one, boys. Look how that thing's shaped. That is gonna be a stud someday. I mean, he's good enough for me right now. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel. We have a very special opportunity this morning. Me and Oakley loaded up and drove 2 hours northeast to a brand new lake, guys. The first new lake to open in Texas in over 30 years. It's only been open for 4 days. I give you Bodark Lake. 17,000 acres of flooded timber and loaded with sharelunker fry and Lone Star strain bass. Let's go see what we can catch. Guys, for baits, the water looks kind of stained. It's overcast. I got a black and blue microbladed Kooshball. There's going to be a lot of timber, so I got a non-exposed swim bait with the Megabass Dark Sleeper 2.4 inch. Got a bait Finesse Evo Jig with a 2.4 inch Eurotackle Metacraw on it. Got the 1/4 ounce 6 cents Crush 25 square bill. And that's probably what I'm going to throw this morning. Whopper Plopper 75 in black. Got one. Oh, decent one. First Bodark bass, guys. Right by a little right by a little brush patch. on the microbladed Kooshball. Golly, I can't boat flip him. All right, that is a solid shaped fish. Good grief. Look at the shape of that thing. He is all body and next to no tail. That is crazy looking. That right there, guys, is my first Bodark Lake bass. This place has only been open for 4 days, and I'm really fortunate to be able to help break it in. I got that on a 3/16 ounce black and blue microbladed Kooshball by HH Customs with a 3-inch Eurotackle B-Vibe as the trailer on it. I got my Sioux Hurricane with 8-pound fluoro on it today, guys, since I'm around some heavier cover on my Cast King Kestrel light action BFS rod. I'm hoping we can just catch a ton of fish like this today. That would be so much fun. That is a solid fish right there. Took about 15 minutes of fishing to get that first bite, guys. Nothing on top water, so I'm throwing the bladed jig now.
You can keep gumming, man. We're about to head out.
Yeah, that's cool. Y'all doing all right?
Yeah, we got a couple this morning.
Yeah.
Nothing big yet.
Yeah, I caught one west of the bridge and I just came over here. How deep did you go back into the creek?
Honestly, not far at all. I went back the other day, Saturday, and we didn't get any bites out there. All of our bites were closer to the main lake.
Well, I might try halfway in there and then head back out here then.
Yeah, we went through, under trees and pushing through my buddy's boat. It was more rewarding just making this long pass here for the next like 300 yards.
Yeah.
But you never know, it could be timing of the day we did it and everything else.
It's true.
It was raining on Saturday. It was raining.
Dude, yeah, I was gonna say it was pouring Saturday, wasn't it?
All day. It did not stop.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Crazy. I told him not to go, but he didn't listen.
I was off that day.
The lake probably came up 2 feet while you were here.
Yeah. Boat did too, man. It was full of water. He turned the bilge on. I was like, damn, where did we get all that water from? He's like,
Yeah.
my bad.
There's one. Oh, that's a good one, boys. That's a good one. Oh. Oh. That's a good one, boys. Oh. on the jig. Just talking to a couple of guys. They had just fished right here too. Let's go. Right. Dude, there is another really good shaped bass. Look at that metacraw right there on the roof. Look how that thing's shaped. That is gonna be a stud someday. I mean, he's good enough for me right now. Y'all, if we can catch 3 more fish that look like this guy, I'm gonna be real happy. He put up a heck of a fight too. I got him on 7-pound Sunline FC Sniper, a Sioux Dark Wolf, and my Dobbins 740C Sierra. That's also on that bait Finesse Evo Jig with a 2.4-inch Eurotackle Metacraw on there. So this place was impounded in 2021. It's been filling for 3 years. And literally just last week it got full enough to where they opened it up to let people start fishing, and here you go. Fish. I think it might be a good one too. Oh wow, nope. We got another species, boys. Looks like old Bodark also has the drum. I cannot avoid him anywhere I go. That is a pristine looking drum though. I'll give him that. I would never normally call a drum pretty, but you know what? That's actually a nice pretty little drum. Drum buddy, fish number 3. Got him on the micro-bladed Kooshball with that 3-inch B vibe. Oh guys, another good one I think. What is that? No way. What? Golly. That thing went nuts. That's a channel cat, guys. Nice eater-sized little channel cat. Hit the micro-bladed Kooshball too. Good grief. Hit it like it owed him money nonetheless. That little channel cat just pummeled that micro-bladed Kooshball, guys. Thought I had a 5-pounder freight train it. Guys, I'm seeing tons of these little threadfin shad just scurrying along in the shallows all over the lake, really. But it's 10 a.m. now, and the bass bite has actually been really slow. The only places that I've gotten bit by bass have been more on the main lake or in the first third of coves. I went all the way back into a creek pretty far and didn't really even get a bite and didn't see much at all. So I'm back out on the main lake, and I'm just gonna start tossing around the little 2.7 Divine in that shad color. Hopefully I can run into some fish, but honestly, the bite is not too great today, and that's kind of what everybody's been saying as I've been running into them. They're like, well, I'm not too impressed yet, but I love the lake. It's beautiful, but it is flooded, and you know, I think it's just got the fish scattered everywhere, so we're just gonna have to cover some water and try to find a few fish that'll eat. There we go, that was a bite. That was a bite right there, guys. That was a bite, come on. There's one. There's one. Not sure what it is. What is that, guys? Oh, great. Another drum. There's a ton of little shad under here, guys, under the bridge. Drum. Teeing off on them instead of bass, maybe. There you go. I got that 2.7 Divine on a jig head. just because the treble head would get snagged way too much on all the submerged brush and stuff here. Whoa. What was that? Guys, I don't know what that was, but it was like a big, it was a long, almost triangular fish. I don't know if it was like a hybrid. I don't know if they put those in here. It was not a bass, and it wasn't a gar. I don't know what that was. And it was pretty dang big, and it hit the bladed Kooshball. But other than that drum, that's the last bite that I've had since the second bass I caught. Fish on the drop shot, guys, and it's a bass. Let's go. All right, bass on the drop shot. Not what I expected to be having to throw, but you know what, to catch them I'll throw whatever it takes. There we go. All right, there's bass number 3. I am going to grind until I catch 5 bass, guys. I got him more on a power shot. That's a G-Crack bellows stick, 2.8-inch version with a little tungsten weight. But that's an EWG hook. That's not a normal drop shot hook to keep it out of all of this brush around here. I'm throwing the drop shot on my Dobbin 701C with 6-pound fluoro and my Art Gravity BFS reel. I didn't even hardly feel him bite. I just saw my line moving. Very, very subtle eat. I'm just not very good at fishing, I think, Oakley. There's one. Might be better too, guys, on the drop shot. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, let me see at least. What are you? That is not a bass. I thought that had to have been a bass. It is not. Another channel cat. Golly, what? The bass are not cooperating today, guys. Well, another catfish. At least there's another fish on the boat, guys. Old Bodark's got some channel cats, that's for sure. He ate the little bellow stick on the drop shot. Not a bad looking little catfish. I am fishing my butt off, guys, but for the life of me, I just can't seem to make the bass bite. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know if anybody else is out here catching them, but I tried a lot of different areas and just can't seem to make it happen. A lot of the other folks that I've been talking to, they haven't been catching much either, so maybe it's just the day, but the lake is massive and there are a ton of people out here even for a weekday. Another one. Is that a bass? What is that? Oh, gee, well, here we go. Got another species on the Bodark. Black crappie. Not bad. So at least I found a little pocket where I've gotten a couple of bites right back to back. There's a nice little black crappie on the drop shot. G-Crack bellows stick, guys. Probably my favorite drop shot bait right now. Well guys, it wasn't supposed to rain today, but that about sums up the trip for today. Not very good. Could not get the bass to cooperate. We're gonna head back closer to the boat ramp. Hopefully it's not raining, maybe there. Fish for a little while longer, but you can pretty much stick a fork in me because I've tried about everything to no avail. Well y'all, this boat ramp parking lot is absolutely packed. There's trailers and trucks from states all over the place. Wrap trucks with guys' names all over them and sponsors all over them. So I'm sure out of all of these trucks and trailers, a few people at least figured something out, but it definitely wasn't me. And it wasn't about 5 or 6 other guys that I talked to that I was fishing around earlier today. I tried really hard, guys. I threw a lot of different baits, and I tried a lot of different areas on the main lake, back into coves, all that kind of thing. And I guess that just goes to show, even if a bass has never seen a bait before, if they're not hungry, they're not gonna eat, I guess. I did catch 3 bass. 2 of them were pretty dang good. I was happy with those fish. Caught a couple catfish, caught a couple drum, and a crappie. So overall, definitely didn't come down and get my butt completely kicked, but it was a pretty good butt kicking as far as bass catching goes. Obviously, I think this lake has insane potential. It's probably going to be one of the best bass lakes in the state in a very short period of time, but it is monstrous. It is a very big lake. It's like 2.5 times the size of the lake that I normally fish over in Fort Worth. So trying to navigate it around in the 14-foot John boat was not necessarily easy. As well, it's so new that Google Maps isn't even updated on it. So it's like, if you look at the maps of it, it's just still like as it's being filled. There's no like current images on it. I do have Navionics, and again, it's not really all that detailed. There's not like any landmarks or waypoints set in there yet. So in good time, like I said, this place is gonna be unreal. And I'm pretty sure that there's already been several people in the days previous that have come out and just whacked them. So maybe it was just the day, I don't know. This trip gets an A for adventure, definitely a long ways away from home. But in terms of the fishing, I probably got to give myself a C- on that one. It was very rough. But I am glad that I was able to get away from the Metroplex and, you know, see some new water, and some completely new water to like everybody. But if y'all stuck with me this long, I really appreciate it. Leave a like for me if you enjoyed it. Consider subscribing if you haven't. Talk with me down in the comments below. Check out the links to gear and discount codes that I leave in the description. And check out the playlist in the pinned comment below with a link to some actually good bait finesse bass fishing action. But other than that, y'all take her easy. And we'll catch you on the next one. There's one. Oh, that's a good one, boys. That's a good one. Oh.